drive to South by
Southwest was like.
You drove there from Miami
it was
for
like
that?
lit. It was like, oh,
we drove from Orlando.
What was that like though with that squad? And were you guys all kind of on zero at that time, but you went there?
Nah. So like the thing was we had like some people. So you know how Wi-Fi kind of like came first, like me and Wi-Fi were like doing things out of the state first.
Right.
We really were. So like we like knew people in Texas and like they were doing like the unofficial South by Southwest shows. You know what I'm talking about? Like how they used to do them a lot. And we got booked for like 2 of them, and Ja got booked for 1. Ski ended up not going because of some shit. But it was just like we figured out a way to like make some money out there. So it was like maybe 3 shows equal to like $1,200 or $1,500 between like all of us. So we were like, fuck it, we can like afford to go out there. So X ended up like finessing someone to buy him a flight, like some X shit. He just like, I don't know, you know, did some shit, like called him and was like, I'm not going if I don't get a flight, like, you know, and somehow, you know, I mean, he's pretty persuasive.
He can make you convincing. You need to cut the check.
Yeah, for sure. So that happened, but me, Wi-Fi, and my boy, we all drove out there, and then we ended up like. It was super shitty. Like things did not go as planned.
A lot of South by does not go as planned. Yeah.
We were not allowed into like we were not allowed upstairs at like a Yes Jules event that like she like invited us to. Like, you know, like Cardi was there and like everyone was super cool, like ASAP and fucking just like a bunch of people. And it was like we were like the outcast, kind of like just like starting SoundCloud people that like kind of some people knew. You know what I mean? Like we would get noticed maybe like once a day,
right?
And we're there like all day. You know what I mean? Like or twice a day or whatever.
I feel like I went to that. Yeah, I definitely went to that fucking Yes Jules party. If it's the year that I'm thinking of,
with the house that like fucking.
Yeah, it was like a 40-ounce van party too, right?
Yeah. Well, there was 2 of them. There was one at like a barn.
That's crazy. I think I might have just like walked by you guys at that and
that too.
Oh, I went to that one with the barn.
Yeah, you went to the barn, but there was the one before that one was the one that we were like not allowed into. And fucking X like snapped on me. He's like, stop being a bitch. Like, who gives a fuck if we're not allowed in? Because he saw that I was like upset, but he was just like, yo, Gabe, like, you got to keep your head up. Like, our time is coming. Like, I'll never forget that moment when he was like, it's going to happen, bro, like real soon.
That's good advice right there.
And then like Fat Nick and Puya hit me up and they're like, yo, we're on tour out here, whatever. Like, you know, if you guys want to pull up. And we drove to Austin. Or no, we drove from Austin to, I don't remember. It might have been Dallas. I don't really remember. Somewhere in Texas. But, or no, it was San Antonio. Yeah, Austin to San Antonio. And that was like Southside Suicide Tour. So that was like the Suicide Boys and Puya, Fat Nick, all like the Buffet Boys. And they were like, yo, come on tour with us pretty much after the first date. And then like we followed them from there. We did like another show, like maybe, we did Dallas. We went to Atlanta. Then we did Orlando, and then we did Miami with them. Or Fort Lauderdale, same shit, whatever. But that was just like a crazy point because it was like, you know, we just didn't expect that. Like
X was on those tour dates too?
Yeah, we were just supposed to go home like after fucking, what's it called? After South by, it was like everything was really shitty. We spent all of our money. We're all broke as shit. Like X did some dumb shit where he had like $400 from his show, and like he walked up to a homeless person. I mean, it's not some dumb shit, but I mean, bro, it was some dumb shit for us though, you know? Like we had no fucking money, and like bro gives him $400, and I'm like, listen, I'm all for karma, but like you could have gave him a dub.
Yeah, you could have gave him $10 and he would have been the happiest day of his life.
And he gave him all that shit, and I was literally like, my boy Richard was like, so fucking bitch.
The helping hand challenge right
He's
there.
Like,
that's where it came from.
Yeah, for real. For real. But like, it was just so funny, and like, I didn't understand it at the time, but like, you know, thinking about it full circle, like.
Maybe the people who should be giving their money away to the homeless are just like not you, where you're borderline homeless at this moment.
Yeah.
Like, you could easily be homeless tonight, so maybe you should be more worried about yourself.
Craziest thing was we might have slept in the car that night. Yeah, for sure.
That's insane. Wait, but you're telling me X was able to go on to South by Southwest and he was on tour with Puya and Suicide Boys, and there wasn't any like real incidents or nothing crazy happened during that time period?
Oh yeah, for sure there was. He fucking like threw some shit into the crowd and almost got like Puya in so much trouble at one of the shows. Like fucking, it was so crazy. Like he punched a kid in the face. Like
wow,
that happened a lot of times. But yeah, it was like a lot of crazy shit. But it was like for us, that was like us learning. Like we were just like watching it and we're like, wow, this is like crazy. Like
Yeah,
Hope we can do that one day. You know.
I remember when like when he lived in Orlando for like a short period of time, and you know the viral video when he's like fighting the kid, like choking him, he's smiling and shit. Like,
I'll never forget that day.
Well, it was an album cover
to Young
too,
Brats.
right?
Young Brats.
Okay,
Young Brats.
so he had just recorded Young Brats. And well, he had a show. Okay, so I was in Orlando. He told me to go to his apartment. I went through. He played me Young Brats.
That's when he had that apartment.
Yeah, the fucking apartment.
I don't know how he finessed that apartment.
Crazy.
Was it a girl?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Bro.
Who knows? It was just like.
I don't know, but he played me Young Brats. I was like, damn, this shit is hard. He's like, yeah, bro, I got a show tonight. Come with me. I was like, all right, bet, let's go. And I guess on the way there, he was like, yo, some kid, like this kid's fucking trying me. You feel me? Like through Instagram or some shit. I think
it was through Twitter.
I think it was like over a feature or some shit.
No, it was a feature.
Yeah. So X was like, yo, so when I see you in there, like, I'm gonna fuck you up. You feel me?
Straight up.
Yeah. So we got to the show. X gets out the car. I already felt his vibe like 5 minutes. Like on the car ride, he was just sitting like this, like. Ready? I was like, bro, this guy's gonna fuck some shit up when we get to the show.
Because he was the kind of person where a lot of people, like if they were going to a party and they knew they were supposed to fight somebody, they would still kind of like beat around the bush a little bit, argue.
Right.
Like he's just somebody who's so principled.
Yeah, exactly.
He was just down.
Bro, gets out the car, goes straight in the venue, walks in. He's the headliner.
Yeah.
Walks straight in the venue, through the crowd, like through the front door, through the crowd. Everyone's like, holy fuck, it's X. He like grabs the kid. He's like, come outside.
Yeah.
Go outside.
It's crazy.
Just squares up with him.
And explodes.
I think that's, just fucking starts beating him up. I think, bro, honestly, that shit, it's not on camera. It's not on camera. That shit turned to a brawl after.
A brawl. Everyone fought.
Yeah, I was fighting, like the kid that he was fighting, I was fighting his friends.
Sky was fighting.
Sky, fucking Wilkin Soul from Members Only. All of us, we were fighting these kids, bro. That shit turned into a fucking brawl, bro. But I guess.
That was so sick. That picture holding him, choking him out.
That was nasty.
That's insane. Did that kid ever try to sue or anything?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't know. I hope he doesn't make music.
That's
Fuck
clout.
you.
Yeah, imagine. Can't you imagine a kid trying to make an album or a career off of that?
I think he was like,
right?
not off that, but like he
was like on some shit where
he
he was a rapper in Florida. Actually, I take it back. I don't mean to say fuck you because I kind of feel bad now.
No, remember the fact
you know what I mean?
fat
Like,
kid.
to destroyed his like ambition to.
But remember the X album cover with that one fat kid? What was the story about him that kid did something crazy? It was
with the blunt in the nose.
Yeah,
you talking about him?
Yeah.
Fuck, what's his
He
name?
stabbed somebody or some shit.
No, yeah. Oh fuck, I can't remember his name.
The little blonde kid.
Yeah. He went down a bad path. I guess you could say.
Yeah,
but
he went to jail or some shit.
he went to jail for like a stabbing someone or something like that.
God
But shout
damn.
out to bro, because he was really nice and shit. Like I remember we did a show after I think it was at the end of the Revenge tour. It might have been the last show that we did. It was the Florida show that we did, and he like pulled up, and I was like, yo, it's so crazy to see you. Like you're older now, and then like all of a sudden like the next time I saw him was like his mugshot, and I'm like, wow, hope he gets out.
Insane.
And now he like converted. To like I don't know.
Like he's religious or something?
He's like religious.
No.
You don't talk about
Muslim.
Yeah.
Oh no, that kid's a.
He went to jail, turned Muslim.
There's a picture.
Fire.
It's like the picture of him like through the thing.
Dude, they must be so convincing
What's
when you
his
go
name?
to
It was like
jail.
Lil something or Young something. I mean, everyone's but
Lil Esco. That's why when
I
Lil,
wanted to say that
when Lil
but
Esco started popping, I kind of thought it was that kid. But then I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Like timeline wise, it could not have.
He never aged.
They got the same
Like he aged slow.
Maybe.
Yeah, but no, like you look at the picture of the kid now, and he's like,
Right.
It looks crazy.
If Lil Esco went Muslim,
That'd be hard.
that'd be a hard look.
Nah,
Nah, the streets ain't ready for that.
I'm ready for that. I want that shit to happen.
Did you see the picture of Lena Dunham walking the runway and everybody said it was Lil
Oh
Esco?
my God! It
Oh
looks
my-
just like him.
That was the funniest meme.
Who's that lady?
Lena Dunham?
Right, it's a lady.
Yeah. You know, she was.
Okay.
She's just like an actress and like an author and shit. She had that show Girls. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Oh yeah,
but-
for sure. I know girls very well.
No, you don't know what I'm talking about? It was
Yeah,
fucking good.
fucking
It was a pretty funny
episode.
show. I'm not gonna lie.
My girl might know.
First season or two, I thought it was pretty good. But yeah, she's like actress. One time I made fun of her for smoking weed.
Is that his mom? Like
she blocked me on Twitter because I said that if she needed to stop talking about weed because she was gonna make it She's gonna make nobody want to smoke weed anymore. It was like 2013. I said it was like the first celebrity who ever blocked me.
I got a lot of people that blocked me.
Really? You just talking shit?
Yeah,
Really?
like back in the day. I
That's
think
tight.
Rich the Kid has me blocked.
That's super funny though that you would
remember
meet
that.
him
I
now and be like,
remember
"Why,
that. You
bro?
remember
You gotta be blocked." He'd probably be like, "Boo."
No,
Like,
it literally happened to me where like I forgot what we were doing. He was there. It might have been something with Cole or some shit like that. I dap him up, whatever. Just like
it's just-
laughing in my head.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you have
But
no idea.
You know when you're young and you're just starting to get some clout and you feel like every famous person is going to know the thing that you said about them on
Yeah,
Twitter
yeah.
3 years
You-
ago?
You slowly learn that that's not true.
Nobody fucking
And
knows.
nobody has
anything.
any idea.
But every once in a while, like, I don't know what MGK's mad at me about, but apparently, like, it was something I said over
Yeah,
the
right?
years.
Maybe it was the Eminem thing.
Wait, so you really don't know why he's mad at
But
you?
he denied when I said that. I'm like, "You really mad about what I said about the Eminem thing?" He goes,
Oh,
"What?"
yeah,
He
yeah.
goes, "It's not about that." But I'm like, "Shit, I don't know what it's about then." Like,
I mean, dude, you're like in a relationship. You
Bro, that
could
was
not
the
have fucked one of his girlfriends.
That was the funniest fucking
dude, the
clip.
idea of him fucking Noah Cyrus, that was in the news. I was like, wow, that's crazy. That's like a really, I wasn't expecting that as a couple.
What?
No,
Allegedly.
sorry. MGK.
How old is this
if it's true.
girl?
Noah Cyrus, she's at
Is
least
she-
18, 19, 20, something like that.
I hate that when people are like, she's at least 18.
I mean, I would assume.
This is like-
Lil Xan was hanging out with her, and that was like 2 years ago.
That's
and
all right though. Lil Xan, Noah Cyrus. That's
Lil Xan is like permanently 14 in my mind.
me too.
Yeah.
I don't think he's changed at all. Has he even grown up? Does he have facial hair now?
Maybe a couple hairs sprouting out here and there.
Damn.
We don't see enough Lil Xan. It's like kind of weird to think that you used to like go to a show and just see like Lil Xan there all the time. And now
Yeah.
it's like the community is kind of like dissolved in a lot of these places because like certain people are successful. I mean, there's still scenes.
My
but-
dad's a crackhead. That shit is so good, bro. Listen, no disrespect to him because like I think he's actually like a really nice, like sweet kid, you
Yeah.
know. But like, bro, that was just so funny
When that
you know?
happened, yeah.
You need to learn to laugh about things like that.
There
you
is
know?
a lot
I hope
of funny
I
Lil
hope
Xan moments.
he looks back and laughs. I would laugh at myself.
Hip hop itself is like a reality show, and sometimes like you'll just have a new
Yeah.
character on the show, and they'll just be everywhere. Like 6ix9ine was like the character on this reality show
Yeah, yeah.
called rap music for a year, nonstop. They
Nonstop.
must like Jay
I was
Z must
looking
have signed
back
a
at that.
huge contract. For, I just assume Jay Z is the one like signing the deals for who's going to be in. You know, like Lil Xan did like a solid year on the show.
yeah.
and
He did
then
well. He did well.
He's kind of dipped
well.
off, but
He really did well. And then it was just
WWE, dog.
a lot of people. Not that they're not cut out for it. I think that a lot of people don't have like the right like training. Well, I wouldn't say I was trained, but I like watched a lot of people, so I learned a lot. You know, a lot of people like media training is like a very important thing.
you did
I
that.
mean, just being a
No,
fan.
I didn't
nah,
do it,
just being
but
a
I've
seen
fan.
other
you
people
feel
but
me?
I start to understand it, and like you gotta like think about what you're saying and doing.
Like maybe on your first interview ever, you shouldn't like tell a story about how you fucking attacked a gay guy in jail.
Yeah,
That
probably
people
not.
are then gonna bring up for the entire rest of your career.
Rest of
Like
your career.
that is like, as much as that was such a crazy moment for him to tell a story that was that real or that insane, is also like when I
Wow.
look back at it now, I'm like, wow.
Wow.
Like now, if I was homies with him and he had said that, I might say like, yo, bro, we can't put that out.
We might not put
Maybe
that.
we should put that
maybe
out
we
because that's
should.
gonna follow you for a long time.
Yeah,
He was raw.
I love
bro.
that though.
Uncut,
I loved how that
He
was
had
like.
no filter.
no
Yeah,
filter.
and it was no jumper, no filter. I love that.
It was so
I miss
crazy.
those days.
What's up, it's Danny Towers. You're watching No Jumper. Go like, comment, subscribe on this video. If you like this clip, go watch the full interview.